up, everybody? This is what used to be Iron Mike Missionary Guitars, but now is Mission Minded Music. Don't know if you've noticed that before, but the reason it's Mission Minded Music is I've started releasing music under the name Mission Minded Music, and so this YouTube channel has been converted to kind of accommodate that. So hope you guys will check out the music. Hope you'll like it. But what I really wanted to do for you is one, tell you a little about Mission Minded Music, but then I wanted to do a special let's look at lyrics and do actually one of my own songs, so you can kind of get the meaning behind the lyrics. So Mission Minded Music, I kind of started at the end of last year. It was a heart project of mine. I've always wanted to write my own music, and I've always been a vocalist, but I picked up the guitar, and when I got proficient enough at the guitar, I felt it was time to start writing and releasing music. And so that's what I'm doing. I'm putting out real music for real people, people that deal with issues, and we cover everything from a Christian worldview perspective and a biblical perspective. And so any song that I write is got scripture in it. Is a scriptural principle that either I've learned or something I've experienced, and so that's my heart. And I love writing music, and I'm kind of more towards rock music, so a lot of the music comes out that way, and that's what Mission Minded Music is about. But what I wanted to talk about today was one of the newest song, "Set It Free," and to kind of give you a little story behind that. Before we actually look at the lyrics after I show you the video, it was a difficult time that I went through. My wife and my family here are missionaries in Chile, and we've been through a lot the past couple of years. And one instance in particular, we had some situations that happened that caused me to develop some unforgiveness towards people and some kind of bitterness. And it was really affecting how I was treating those people, and how I was living day-to-day life. It was just killing me. And I finally had to come to the point where, it doesn't matter what they do. It matters that I forgive, because we're commanded to forgive. And so that's what these lyrics are about, is my struggle, my inner struggle with, God, they really hurt me, and I'm really having a hard time with this. But in the end, I come to the point where forgiveness is not optional, right? It's commanded, and we forgive as we're forgiven. And so that's where the lyrics for "Set It Free" comes to, and we'll talk about it a little more in a minute. So I'm going to go ahead and show you the video, and then we'll get back into it and talk about the lyrics. All right, here's the video.
I don't even know how to get through this. All I feel right now is hurt. God help me to just let it be. God help me to just set it free. God, I know you said we were to forgive, but how can I forgive them for the things they did? Oh, how sacrifice Jesus paid upon that cross, forgiveness of my sins. If not, I'd still be lost. God help me to just let it be. God help me to just set it free.
Right, so I really hope you guys enjoyed that video. That was a lyric video that I did make myself. So I definitely hope you enjoyed it. It, like I said, it's definitely a heart project for me. So let's kind of take a look at some of these lyrics, and then we'll look at some verses and stuff to kind of talk about it, because unforgiveness is something that I think some of us all struggle with from time to time. And so um, the first lyrics of the song are, I don't even know how to get through this. And that was it, right? I was just in a point where I was like, man, I don't know how I'm going to get over this, because it was a big hurt, and it really affected me, and affected my family. And it was something that I had a hard time dealing with. And the next lyrics say, all I feel right now is hurt. And again, that's what I felt. I felt betrayal. I felt hurt. I felt bitter. And so it was really hard to deal with that. And I went through a lot of different things, some anger and, just things that I dealt with for a while. And then the chorus goes, God help me to just let it be. So God, just help me to get over this, and God help me to just set it free, which is just to let it go, to forgive, and to move on, to mend those relationships. And um, I was struggling big time. And the second verse says, God, I know you said to forgive, but how can I forgive them for the things they did? So God, how can I forgive them for what they did, right? For the thing that they did. It seemed, it was just so unforgivable, I guess, to me at the time. It was something that I just didn't know how I was going to forgive them for. And, you know, it's just tough. And then it kind of goes into the realization here. The next part, oh, how easily I forget, which I did. If not for forgiveness, I would be dead in my sins, right? Because Christ came and died on the cross for me and took my sins so that I can be free. Nothing that I did to earn it, but everything that He did. He showed me forgiveness when I was unworthy of forgiveness. And it says the sacrifice Jesus paid on the cross. Without forgiveness, I would still be lost. And that's true. Without His forgiveness, I would still be lost. I would still be dead in my sins. And so when I came to that realization of what Scripture teaches about how we are to forgive as we've been forgiven, it kind of put a different perspective on it. As I'm not, it's not an option whether I forgive. Do we get hurt? Yeah. Do we go through times where people hurt us? Absolutely. But we have to forgive. It's not an option. And it says here, we look at Scripture now, Colossians 3:13, in the context of the writing that Paul is writing to the church, is bear with each other and forgive one another. If any of you has a grievance against someone, forgive as the Lord forgave you. The Bible gives us principles for how we're supposed to confront people or go to people that have hurt us or that have done something. We're supposed to go to them, right? We're not supposed to just let it be, right? The Bible even tells us about communion. Before you ever take communion, if you have any grievance against your brother, any unforgiveness, you're to immediately go to that brother and ask for forgiveness or try to mend that relationship before you take communion. That's how serious this is. But when we're in it, it's a lot easier said than done sometimes because we're we're human, right? And we hurt and we have feelings, and people can hurt us and make us angry, and sometimes forgiveness is hard. And a lot of times it's hard. And so I wrote Set It Free as kind of my way of telling the story and kind of getting it out there, but for others so that they could realize that, we have to forgive and that forgiveness isn't an option because we've been forgiven when we were unforgivable and we don't deserve forgiveness. If we got what we deserved, we would be in hell. But we don't, because in God's grace and his mercy, he forgave us, and that's how we're supposed to treat others. So hope you enjoyed that. If you do, I'll take some time out and talk about some other songs and what they mean and the lyrics behind them. That's been it for me. This is Miss Your Mind in Music. We make real music for real people. Thanks so much, and God bless.